to be a productive planting day. Hi everybody, welcome to Living Traditions Homestead. My name is Sarah, and our weather has been crazy here, just like it's been crazy everywhere this spring, if we can call it that. And so I'm feeling a little bit behind on my planting. Today is going to be a beautiful sunny day. The high is around 70. And so it is an awesome opportunity for me to get outside and get some necessary planting done. So I thought I would bring you along just so you can see what I'm up to today. I'm starting out in this big raised bed here. Last week I was able to get some lettuce transplanted into here, so that's done, but a lot needs to go into this bed yet. So this is necessary planting. I love all kinds of planting, but I would much rather do fun planting. So I'm hoping that I can get necessary planting done, so maybe I can move on to some fun planting, which for me is planting herbs and maybe even some flowers. So hopefully today is a busy, productive day of planting, and hey, let's see how much I can get done. The first thing I'm going to get started with is a row of garlic. I have lettuce growing over here. I'm going to be planting more asparagus over here, and behind me here I'm going to be planting radishes. But I'm going to plant a border right here next to the lettuce all the way across, and I'm going to plant garlic cloves just to separate that. It'll be really pretty, and I need to be planting my garden or my garlic. I should have planted garlic already probably months ago, but you know, it just didn't happen. So shoulda, coulda, woulda, better late than never, no time like the present, all those phrases. So I'm just gonna plant my garlic now. So I'm going to put a border here, and I think it's going to look awesome. Well, this row is done. I'm going to push the mulch back over it, and then I'm going to actually go and do the other side where I'm going to be planting spinach. Now when I plant garlic, I plant it about 4 to 6 inches apart, each clove, and about 1 inch or 2 down into the ground. Over the course of the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be planting 1 section each of radishes. They grow really fast. They grow in about 4 weeks. So in about 4 weeks, I will be able to harvest some each week in each of these sections. And then as I harvest 1 section, I can replant it. As long as it doesn't get too hot out, I can continue growing radishes. And then I can do the same thing again in the fall. So today I'm just going to plant 1 section or quadrant of the radish bed. I put down a piece of baling twine just to mark out where I planted those garlics. So I just keep that in mind when I'm planting the radishes, so I just don't get too close or accidentally plant on top of what I've already planted. I'm going to be planting some radishes from Baker Creek. They are Giant of Sicily. They're about 2 inches round, so they're pretty big. And according to the package, they can continue to grow even into the summer. Maybe not in the hottest of summers, but we're gonna give these a try. And radishes I'm gonna plant about 2 inches apart, maybe a little bit more than that. And they don't have to be planted very deep, about 1/2 inch, and they're really easy to grow, so it's a really good starter plant. So we're just gonna get going. I would say 4 to 6 inches between the rows, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like I'll be able to put 4 rows in this little area. Next up is some spinach. I think I can fit 4 rows of spinach in this back area. I'm going to plant them about 4 to 6 inches apart and then split this area into 4 rows. I am using seed from Baker Creek, Spinach Gigante di Inverno. Okay, I'm not very cultured, so I know I didn't say that very well, but we'll see what these do. This is the first year that I'm growing these. So we're making good progress. I gotta keep going. So the spinach is done. I was able to put 4 rows in, and next up is asparagus. Now I bought 9 asparagus roots to expand the section that I already have asparagus in. I already have 6 crowns of asparagus down the middle of this garden, so I'm expanding over to take up kind of the middle section and the side section of this garden. My intention is for, over time, this entire garden to be filled up with asparagus. If I could do that, that would probably be enough for our family once it is actually mature. So with asparagus roots, you know, I bought these at Walmart. Maybe it's not the best idea. I did last year and they were successful, but we'll just have to take a chance. It's kind of a gamble when you get things from Walmart. I need to dig holes that are pretty deep. You should dig them about 6 to 8 inches deep, lay the crowns down inside of there, and then cover with about 3 inches of soil. And then once it starts putting up its first shoot or shoots, then you start backfilling as the spear gets taller and taller until it is level with the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and dig those holes, get these crowns in there, and hopefully I can move on to a couple of flowers or something before the end of the day. Inside of this bag are the asparagus roots or crowns. It looks like they're rubber banded together. Oh, it looks like there's some signs of life in there still. I bought these as soon as they became available in the store, but at that time it wasn't the right time of year to be planting them. And then this weather, you know, has been so crazy that I've just been holding off and planting them, but also a little bit worried at the same time that they wouldn't be viable anymore. But they feel okay. There is some signs of life on one of them. Oh, maybe a couple, we'll see. So honestly, it still is a gamble. So you can see that there's a little a root here. It's a root stalk, and the top will start growing out of here, up here, and then what we'll do is we'll open this up in the hole, and as much as we can, we'll try to lay it out like that, as much as we can. So I'll have to make sure that my holes are as wide as that. Hopefully it'll work out. So that's the plan anyway. We're gonna get started because I need to finish this up so I can move on to other things. just in time to add a few fun things into the garden. I have some extra space where I didn't have plants for the other asparagus plants that I'll have to do next year. So I think in those open spots I'm going to plant basil. I plan to plant regular basil, the Genovese basil, red Genovese basil, and lime basil. And then I'm going to sprinkle in some flowers. I pulled out some yellow lemon drop marigolds that I'll put in a couple places, as well as blue bachelor buttons, just to bring some color to the garden and to bring some of the pollinators in and to just, you know, make it look pretty. So I'm going to get started on those things. Well, this garden is 100% planted for the summer. Thank God. I have a lot more work to do, but I'm so glad that I was able to get out here on a nice day and get this all taken care of. This week at our homestead, it's actually band concert week. Both Grace and Samantha are in band at school, and it is spring band concert week. So I need to get ready to go to Grace's band concert today. We need to get dinner done and get cleaned up and get going. So this is as much as I can accomplish today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me plant this garden today, and I enjoyed doing it, and I'm so glad that you guys keep coming back day after day. But if this is your first time visiting, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. We'd love to see you guys come back day after day. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and share it with your friends and family. And until next time, you guys, thanks so much for stopping by the homestead. Take care and God bless.